everybody, Peter here from the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Welcome and thank you very much for tuning into this video. Well, you might know that I made an app. It's called Tabletop Codex and it's available for tablets and phones on Apple and, yes, finally it's available on Android as well. I'm very excited to announce that. I've got two things I want to announce in this video. Actually, one of them is of course that Android release, but another one is a new pricing scheme for Tabletop Codex. So if you can't wait, you can just go straight over to tabletopcodex.com and download your preferred version. But if you've got a little bit of time, I just want to tell you some of the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes and why I've changed the prices, and not only changed the prices, given you new options for purchasing. Well, if you don't know what Tabletop Codex is, it's the app that I made, and I made it so you could access and use all the summaries that I've made in the last 20 or so years for popular tabletop games. It's taken a lot of work to get it to this point, but I think that it's a really amazing, useful app. And it's not only because it uses the specially written summarized rules, which don't leave any rules out, I should point out. It's also because it organizes all the information of a game into fantastic, easy to access sections. And everything is in a really logical format, which is the same for all of the summaries that I make. So you'll very easily be able to not only learn games from scratch, but also refer to rules during a game. It's got a fantastic search function, so it's super easy to find a search term in the relevant section that it belongs. It's really fantastic. You've got to try it out, and you'll find that it really does revolutionize the way that you play your games, because we all hate rule books that are difficult to access and take up valuable gaming time. This app will make sure that you spend as much time as possible playing games and as little time as possible fiddling through rule books and trying to find the answers to questions. Now, when I first released Tabletop Codex, of course, I was very excited. It had been years in the making, and I thought that considering the amount of work involved and the amount of investment in it, that a subscription system was a good idea and that it was worth it. And I still think it's worth it, but I do understand also that I was thinking from probably my perspective more than your perspective. And I did get a bit of feedback from people saying, well, why do I have to subscribe for something? And I would say, well, because I'm going to update this all the time. And I am, and I have. And I'll tell you some of the new games that have been added in the last month or so. But there are so many subscription systems these days that it's tough to add another one to it. So I've taken it back to square one, and I've decided to do two things. One is that I've lowered the price of the subscription service, so it's much more affordable than ever before. Two is that you can buy individual rulebooks now if you want to, so you don't have to subscribe at all. If, for example, you think there's only a few games in the Tabletop Codex that you want the rules to, you can just buy those ones individually and own them in the app. And I think this gives a lot of flexibility and also allows people to just, if they don't want all of the summaries that are available and they don't think it justifies the price of a subscription, they can just buy individual ones. So I hope this is really exciting for you. The price is also, I think, very reasonable. For each rule book that you buy, for each rule summary you buy, it's just $2.99 US. And of course, this price changes with different countries, and Apple and Google add taxes and do all that kind of thing. So those prices are going to vary according to your region, of course. I don't have much control over that. But it's $2.99 US is the baseline. And in fact, I originally put in 3 tiers, but I decided the higher tier ones, the really complex games, I'm just going to make those $2.99 as well. So you will come across some very simple games that are only 99 cents, but on the whole, $2.99 is the purchase price for a rulebook. Alternatively, you can subscribe to the app and the entire app will open up to you. There's more than 200 games in there already, and there'll be more added all the time. So it's very easy to do, and that's only $3.99 a month. And in fact, if you sign up for a year, it's only $39.90, so you get 2 months free. So I hope you enjoy the choice available in this scheme, and it gives you a chance to enjoy the Tabletop Codex and realise how useful it is at a pretty affordable rate. And as I said, there's a lot of work and investment behind this, and if it becomes successful, the sky's the limit. I can keep reinvesting the money that I get from it back into the app and make it better and better. Now, since I last posted a video, I have done more rule summaries for the app, of course. I've added Big Trouble in Little China, Core Space, the miniatures tabletop game, A Game of Thrones, the board game, plus the expansion, Super Fantasy Brawl, Shadows of Kilforth, Wildlands, Treasure Island, and StarCraft, the board game. Bit of a classic, that old one. If you want to see this thing succeed, and I really hope you do, please leave me a 5-star review. I'd really appreciate it. In fact, I had one person who left me, I think it was a 3-star review because of the price. So if that person's watching, I'd really appreciate it if you took that review down now that I've solved your concerns. It'd be great because of the way these algorithms work and everything, you really want to get as many 5-star reviews as you can so it gets out there to other people and other people learn about it and it gets high rankings in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So if you did do that review and you're now happy with the price changes, I'd really appreciate it if you took that particular review down. But in any case, if you are leaving a review, I'd really appreciate the support of a 5-star review. If you do have any concerns with the app, of course, you can contact me directly. And this brings me to the people who are kind enough to sign up and get yearly subscriptions at the previous price level. Now, I appreciate so much the support that you people showed me by signing up for a year right from the start. It's fantastic. And if in any way you are frustrated by the fact that the yearly subscription rate is now lower, please just contact me and we'll come to some arrangement. Don't worry, I will reimburse you if you're frustrated by that. If you want to just put that money towards my efforts at running the Esoteric Order of Gamers, of course I'd really appreciate that, but I certainly don't expect it. And I'm quite happy to refund any difference if you're frustrated by the fact that it's now cheaper to sign up for a year. Well, that's it, folks. I want to keep this short and simple, and I want to give you time to go and download your copy of Tabletop Codex and start, well, either signing up for the subscription service, which of course I'd really appreciate, or if you want to, just buying your individual rulebooks so you can use them during your games. Check it out. I think it'll transform the way you play games. It certainly has for me. I'm really proud of it, and I hope you'll want to support it so I can make it even better in the future. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Good gaming to you all, and bye for now.